Welcome back into Wade Stadium as the sounds of Neil Diamond are playing over the loudspeakers here, celebrating a 5-2 victory in favor of the Duluth Huskies over the Crosse Loggers. Good evening and welcome back, joined by my co-broadcaster Wyatt Kopelman. I'm Max Stapleton. It was a fun game overall, and another one of our co-broadcasters, Kyle Morrison, is standing by downstairs with the winning pitcher of tonight's game in Devin Dodson.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm here with Devin Dodson, the winning pitcher for the Huskies today. He went 7 strong innings, only allowing 2 runs. Devin, it was your first start since July 1st. How did you keep yourself sharp during that time of not starting?
Well, I was able to keep my routine, and it was 9 days, but I was able to get a good rest, throwing 30 innings in the first half, and I felt amazing.
For sure. It was your guys' first quality start of the second half as a team. How important is it going to be to get quality starts for your guys going into the second half the rest of the way?
It's going to be super important because we just have a great starting staff, and we'll be able to keep it strong all the way through.
It was a nice, big, energetic crowd today here on a Saturday matinee. How did it feel for you guys to have an engaged crowd? Did it pump you guys up?
It was super energetic. It kept the adrenaline going, and we were able to push through the first inning and get going through the rest.
So you guys have a big test coming up against the St. Cloud Rocks. They'll be coming here to Wade Stadium for the first time. How are you guys feeling going into that big test against the other team that won a first half championship on the Great Plains side?
Well, we're feeling great. We had a huge game today and a huge first start, and we'll be working through to beat the other champions.
There you go. Well, there you have it, guys. That's Devin Dodson. Great start for him out here today. I'm Kyle Morrison. I'll send it back up to the guys in the Crow's Nest, Max and Wyatt.
What an outing it was from Devin Dodson out on the mound today. Tied his season high with 7 innings tonight, only gave up 2 runs and struck out 8 in the process.
Very much looking like the Devin Dodson that made that start at Bismarck, eventually what marked a Huskies series sweep, picking up 2 early road wins on the season. Dodson coming out, setting the tone, and then forcing Dylan Hill to be able to pick that up. Meanwhile, the Loggers not getting whatsoever on Devin Dodson, not much of an advantage at all, giving the Huskies an opportunity to really charge ahead. 2 runs in the first and then 2 runs later towards the middle innings. An excellent outing from Dodson in what was only 2 scoring opportunities, runners in scoring position, that is, since that first inning.
Yeah, overall, it was a great game from the pitching staff in general. The offense backed him up, unlike last time. And let's take a look at some highlights from today's game overall. We'll start off in the top of the first. Aiden Sweat got this game started with a bang. Christian Campbell laid out for that one but couldn't get to it as Aiden Sweat worked his way into third with the leadoff triple on the very first pitch of the game.
Yeah, Aiden Sweat really showing his prowess on the base pass. All excitement there. Then Josh Devindson following through with an RBI single. 3 straight hits on the tab of Devin Dodson, but he calmed down. The Huskies were able to get out of it with a double play despite a 2-0 lead going into the bottom half of the opening frame.
After getting on in the first inning, Vastine steals a bag to get into scoring position. Then only a couple of batters later, Christian Campbell, had an RBI double. Now another play here as it goes off the body of Devin Dodson, but Dodson recovered really nicely and got the out. Hudson Sapp, look at that man go right now into center field, score another run to tie this game for the Huskies. That was all in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And then Jared Medham also coming alive with a deep shot towards left field. Again, perhaps a home run. They're sending all the way back to the wall, bounces off the wall. What more could you ask for out of a freshman, giving the Huskies that 3-2 lead? It was a battle early on.
Yeah, Jared Medham has been so good. You want to know who else has been really good this season? Devin Hurdle and Eduardo Rosario. This was a nice double play from the Loggers, however, as they turned 2 to get out of the inning.
Eduardo Rosario, an RBI ground out as well. You have to appreciate what he's continued to do. Christian Campbell, meanwhile, watching one scamper away.
As Campbell watched that one scamper away, and then all of a sudden in the 8th inning, this was a great double play turn by Dylan Hill. 1, 6, and 3 to get out of the inning and out of a mini jam there. And then in the 9th inning, Jake Christensen, the All-Star, comes in, strikes out the last 2 batters he faces, and just like that, the game was over by a final score of 5-2. Welcome back into the Crow's Nest, Wyatt. This was an extremely fun game overall. Really, the All-Stars were showing up today for the most part.
And even setting that continuous tone was Dodson. May not have the All-Star ballot. Jay Christensen, he does have that All-Star ballot, picking up strikeouts 10 and 11 for the Duluth staff here tonight. But that's what it takes. You have great ground ball plays. The flyouts were all over the place on either side. Even Ricky Reith coming through clutch, retiring the Huskies 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Meanwhile, Lacrosse was unable to pull within even one. That's where you love Jay Christensen, what he's able to do. And you have a lot of confidence that he'll be able to continue to set the bar higher for himself as he goes to Wisconsin Rapids in just a couple of weeks.
After a shutout game last night in which the Huskies scored 0 runs on 3 hits, they certainly bounced back in tonight's affair, winning it by a score of 5-2. For Lacrosse in this game, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 4 men left on. For Duluth, 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 6 men left on. So a pretty good game overall, not leaving a lot of runners on base. That's been an issue for the Huskies so far this year.
It's been an issue for the Huskies, but now more of a glaring issue for Lacrosse as well. As I mentioned, only 2 runners moving into scoring position dating back to that first inning. The Loggers looks like they were going to be a big threat moving into those early innings and in the middle innings as well, but then Devin Dodson was able to settle in. He was able to retire what looked to be 12 of 13 straight batters, so you really had no doubt that he was going to be able to continue in a very sustained start, one that involved a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings, as you would expect out of Dodson, one of your top men in the rotation right now, aside from Pat Miner, who came in relief yesterday, and you really have to appreciate what he's going to continue to do, giving the Huskies newcomers, especially a few new arms coming into this Huskies roster, like a Jake Combs, who we saw yesterday before Miner came in, and that's what it takes in the Northwoods League. Someone to be able to set the tone from day one, continue to bounce back from a little bit of adversity. Dodson going for that season-high 7 innings, as you mentioned.
All right, well, that man, Devin Dodson, with his win today, improves to 2-2 on the year, while Matthew Linsky gets his first loss of the season, dropping to 0-1. Jay Christensen, not to be outdone. His 5th save on the year. As you mentioned, he's heading to the Rapids as an All-Star this year. It's been fantastic for him. Once again, the final score of this game, the Huskies 5, the Loggers 2. We thank you so much for joining us. For my broadcast partner, Wyatt Kopelman, I'm Max Stapleton saying goodnight, everybody, and thank you for watching the Northwoods League Baseball Network.